Hey there, greetings. Um, I'm gonna tell you a story today about someone like me, or me, who is not that much into running, and signed up for a 2 month intensive program with a mission to run down a deer, and how that came to me and how it turned out mostly. Um, the setup was amazing. Like you could prepare a whole year before you start and just run a lot, like every second day or something, and do certain like off-road running and really prepare and build your muscles and build your stamina and everything. And so that you can run down a deer in a year. Um, and yeah, so some of you know me, and I'm not interested in running at all. I mean, I like doing certain kinds of physical exercises like dancing and um, biking and swimming, but not running. And I tried that a few times and it just couldn't get myself to continue running. And for some reason, I signed up for that training. Um, Maybe compartmentalizing in a way that the running part wouldn't be such a big issue, or I don't know. I never even thought of what kind of problem that might be. And so I did train a little, but yeah, the the one person, me, who should have probably trained the most out of all the participants, probably trained the least beforehand. So we arrived there and in camp, and I'm not sure, maybe the first or the second day we've been there. We got the guidance around, yeah, okay, well, um, you get up at first light and go running for mealtime, which is, I don't know how long it takes to eat a meal. Um, every day, getting up at first light as soon as it gets lighter outside and go running, the whole group, for a mealtime. And I'm just very, um, like I follow guidances, um, especially in the beginning. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that and get up, and getting up is easy for me in a way. So I think was the first one up, um, like always waking up. Is it first light already? Oh no, it's still dark. Is it first light already? No, it's still dark. But it got a little lighter. Still didn't change that much. So I was really tensed up around, whoa, when is first light? When do we have to get up? And then like prepare everything and go as fast as we can, because that was the guidance. Um so I got up, and then we still had the time to run down to the lake to drink, because we should run anywhere. Um and and then like do whatever we hygienically need to do, and then start running. And my stamina is just, I don't know, I could run maybe 5 minutes, maybe not even that much, really slowly, and then I was already feeling like I got to my limit, while others were just running around. And we even, like beforehand, I think we talked about, okay, well, there's people that are faster and people that are slower, and if the ones that are faster, they can just circle around the group, and that's fine. And just, yeah, that's a good solution, let's just do that. um well, it didn't work out. There was a really fast group, then the normal group, and then there was me, and I think at least one other person. Maybe two, I don't remember. So basically, um, we just got a lot of group dynamics happening after the first run already. Because everybody just wanted to, um, like, not everybody, we all wanted different things, but there were the fast runners who wanted to push themselves further because they wanted to run down a deer, like, tomorrow. And then there was people like me who said, like, okay, well, I do want to train. I'm here to run and to get better, but it's not going to happen overnight. So we might as well need to find a solution to that. And yeah, so next day, get up at first light. Get up at first light. Is it first light already? No, I can sleep. Is it first light already? And whew, well, could be first light, but do I really want to get up? Let's wait until someone else like gives the signal that it's first light, because I don't want to be the person. So there, I waited. Okay, well, it could have been first light a while ago, but now there's a sign. Now we can get up. So yeah, getting up, going to drink, getting back, and then get running again, because we talked about it the last evening. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna make different groups and we're gonna do this and that, and it's all gonna work out fine. Yeah, it didn't. We didn't get any faster overnight, so there was still a lot of frustration with the fast runners, and it slowly showed that there's a split between the groups. There's the fast runners and the slow runners, and there was a lot of judgment around, like, from both sides, and there was that split already happening, I think, the first few days, slowly drifting apart. And I didn't know what to do, because I couldn't run any faster, or at least I felt like I couldn't. I felt like after a while, I mean, I did walk a lot, and it's just not that I didn't do anything, but I just was getting so tired, and I was constantly in that, well, I'm not good enough, and they're going to judge me, and it's just, that took so much energy. It wasn't so much the running, it was actually so much more the circles in my head of that I'm not a good runner, that I can never catch up, that I'm not good enough, that I will never be good enough, that I will not be able to make these fast people happy. And yeah, it drained all my energy. And that seeped into the whole day and everything I did. And it was just, it felt crippling. And I mean, basically, when you're out there and you don't have that many different impulses or things to do, you get thrown back to your basic fears. And the fear of not being good enough and not making someone else happy is just really, really strong. At least in me, but I guess in a lot of other people too. And yeah, it got really hard getting up every day at first light, seeing those faces and seeing their disapproval in their faces, and And there was just, I didn't see any way out. I felt like, okay, well, if I can't run as fast, and if I can't um, be part of that, or maybe I'm just not good enough for that whole training. And yeah, at some point, still got up in the morning at first light. Soon after a while, learning, okay, that's how first light looks like. Oh, maybe that's first light. Okay, well, and relaxing on that as well. But at the same time, um, getting to a point where, yeah, if it were like a native tribe and our lives depended on us running down a deer, I guess I would die. And getting to that spot of total frustration because you feel like you just can't give what is needed, and 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 getting to that point where you embrace that, yeah, the way I am now, my patterns and my way of thinking, and my limits and limitations, and what I can do is not good enough. And I will, in another situation, I would probably die. And even in that situation, just accepting, okay, well, I don't know how to run any faster or longer, so I guess I'm gonna die. And really going into that feeling, I think it was at least 2 or 3, or I don't know how many times, really feeling that feeling of, okay, I guess then I'm just, that's all, I can't give more, I guess I'm gonna die. And not literally dying, but like accepting some kind of letting go of death, of something. I can't really explain it. And that embrace of whatever it was helped me to, I think, relax into it, to embrace that, okay, well, yeah, at the moment, for that situation, for that kind of expectation, I'm not good enough. Um, so I might as well not try anymore. I can just relax and let go of it and do whatever I can do and focus on whatever I can do. And I think that was the switch. That was when I could just let go of some of my own expectations around what I can or should do or be doing or be capable of. Let go of that and just do what I can and not judge myself for it. And and just go running. Get up in the morning, go running. And then we had a little bit of a relief as well, because we were split up into smaller groups to go like add the tracking to the running, because running down a deer, you have to find the deer, so you need to learn some tracking and learn to figure out some stuff around deer. And so we were split into smaller groups, and we were just 3 people in the group, and the fast people were somewhere else. So we could just focus more on the tracking and just enjoying ourselves in the process of the exercise, in a way. And so there was a shift in focus as well on what's important. And slowly, every day, I got farther and I got faster. And I moved more and I got farther and I got faster. And every day we got up at first light. First light. We decided not to signal anymore. Anyone would go, just get up at first light. And then just go further, and whoa, there's a deer. And then if you're focused on something else, then you're not so focused on how far you can go, because then there's something else. Whoa, that's so interesting. We found new tracks, and whoa, they're so fresh, and let's just follow that. And where did they go? Oh, they went into the bog. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the bog. Let's find them some new tracks, and then go on. And oh, there's a pee spot, and there's a poop spot, and whoa, that's like so many deer there. And just going further, and every day going further. And somehow my stamina grew. And actually, at some point, I don't know when it actually happened, but at some point, I just enjoyed running. I would still not run the whole day long, but I enjoyed running. And I didn't get the whole idea around tracking. Why would it be so interesting? Which is also interesting when you sign up for mission of running down a deer. Should involve tracking. But after a while, going out tracking every day in the same area and kind of getting to know it a little more. There's the same deer going that direction again. It's okay. They take the same trail, and oh, that's a different one. And no, it's not here this time, but it was here the last 3 times. So the whole tracking is basically reading a story, and that's just really fascinating. So at some point, it slowly switched, and I enjoyed running, could run farther and faster, and enjoyed tracking, and learned so much more. And that was just such a fascinating transformation for me. Would have never imagined that. And it even ended in my personal deer tracking running highlight. Yeah, I'd love to hear what resonated with you. If you ever thought of running down a deer. Probably not. And yeah, whatever else you might want to know around that story.